Last week, the world ended. Not with a roar or a flash of light. Not with earthquakes or floods or the sky raining fire. It ended quietly. So quietly that nobody seemed to notice except for me. Maybe that's why I can't sleep anymore. Maybe that's why, when I look up, the sky looks different. Off. Like a painting hung crooked, or a mask that's slipping. The first thing I noticed was the stars. They used to be scattered across the sky, 1,000 tiny points of light, each with its own subtle shimmer. But now, when I look up, I see patterns. Repeating patterns. That cluster over there, the one that looks like a crooked smile, appears again on the other side of the sky. The same twist, the same arrangement, like someone copied and pasted it. The constellations haven't changed, but everything in between has become a looping mosaic, as if whoever painted the backdrop got lazy or thought I wouldn't notice. I started paying closer attention after that. During the day, the sunlight feels too even, too perfect. Like the brightness has been calibrated, set to a default value. There are no more sudden clouds drifting in to cast a shadow or birds cutting across the blue. It's just endless, uninterrupted sky, and the air is always the same. Never too warm, never too cold. Beautiful weather, everyone says, smiling. And God, do they smile. At first, I thought maybe I was imagining it. Maybe I was the one who was different, out of step. But as I walked through the streets, past neighbors and strangers alike, I realized it wasn't just my imagination. Everyone is smiling. Wide, serene, unbroken smiles, like they've all heard a joke I missed. Their eyes don't quite match the curve of their lips. They look at me, but not at me. If I try to talk to them, their answers are perfect, polite, but there's a hollowness behind every word. Sometimes, if I ask about the sky or the weather, they tilt their heads in unison, like synchronized mannequins, and say, "Isn't it wonderful?" before walking away. I tried to call someone outside of town, but all the numbers rang endlessly or connected to lines of static. The internet works, but every website displays the same headlines, the same stories, the same looping footage of happy people and perfect days. There's no news of storms, no disasters, no dissent. Just the endless parade of contentment. I retrace my steps, trying to remember the last normal thing that happened. I remember a sudden flicker, a moment when everything seemed to freeze. The wind stopped. The world paused. Then, just as suddenly, it started again. But it was off, like a song that's been subtly detuned. Maybe that was the moment the world ended. Maybe that was the moment whatever was real slipped away, replaced by this flawless imitation. At night, when I lie awake, I listen for sounds I used to take for granted. The distant bark of a dog, the rumble of thunder, the hum of traffic. Now, there's only silence, broken by the soft, artificial whir of something unseen. It feels like I'm living inside a snow globe, sealed off from the real world, watched by something on the outside. I don't know why I'm the only one who notices. Maybe I was left behind on purpose, or maybe I slipped through a crack when the world was rebuilt. Sometimes, I wonder if I'm just going mad. But every time I look up at that repeating sky, every time I see those two perfect smiles, I know the truth. The world ended last week. Everything since then is just a copy, a loop, a simulation of what life used to be. And I'm the only one left who remembers what was real.